First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai. Alright, Shanja Kabad, God Walla Rakab, Hazakonim Nawa, Wahashal Yakim Nawa, Qam Yasharahla Ba'ait. Okay, which means double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, of just pushing the truth in love and sincerity and in charity. Okay, this is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Bahamas camp. Okay, back at you with another short, quick lesson. Alright, Shalom Ak, Yah Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash, Barakatah, Salat, Akwat. Alright, Shalom. Okay, this lesson is entitled, You Don't Have to Be Smart to Understand This. Okay, you don't have to be smart to understand this truth. Okay, so if the Most High is dealing with you, then you'll understand. But if the Most High ain't open up your understanding to this, you will never understand this. Okay, Shalom Mak Yah Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kodash Barakatah. Yeah man, Yaramya. Yeah, I detect your number, you know what I mean? The old number. But you could hit me up on your new number, you know. Yeah man. So yeah, you don't have to be smart to understand this truth. Okay, and smart, if you do the etymology of the word smart, you will see that it not means nothing but pain in your ass. Okay, that's it. Pain in your ass. That's what smart means. The etymology. Okay, so all you so-called smart people out there, you're all nothing but pain in people's ass. Okay? So yeah, anyhow, without further ado, let's just jump on it. We can go to Psalms 147 and verse 19. And like I said, you don't have to be smart to understand this. Okay, you don't have to be so-called educated by Esau, Edom system to understand this word. Okay, if the Most High ain't open up your understanding, then guess what? You will never get this. Okay? Now, this lesson is basically going to show you that the Most High is only dealing with the nation of Israel. Nobody else. Okay? We have done this, we have done brothers all around the four winds do lessons on this topic over and over and over and over. Alright? Shalom Ak Yah Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kodash Barakatah. Yeah man. Psalms 147 and verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Okay? He showed his word unto Jacob. Alright, now Jacob, alright, it's also Israel. As they say, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Now, y'all know what these so-called Christians go. Okay? They will say, well, who's Jacob? A lot of them they don't even know who's Jacob. You know, a few years back, a Christian asked me who is Jacob. I said, man, you saying you ready? You don't know who's your forefather? You know, so many of them, they don't know who's Jacob. Now, a lot of them know who, Israel, but they don't know that Jacob is Israel, or Israel is Jacob. Okay? So, let's get that precept to show you that Jacob's name was changed to Israel when he fought the angel. Okay? This is Genesis 32 and verse 28. Go straight to the point. Okay? And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob. Let me start at verse 27. Salah. Okay? And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. Now this is Jacob when he fought with the angel, or wrestled with the angel. Okay? Verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High, and with men, and has prevailed. Okay, Yasharahla. Okay, that's the Israel. That's the meaning of. That's how you say Israel in the Hebrew. Yasharahla means princess of the power. That's why I say, for as a prince, thou Salak. For as a prince, hast thou power with the Most High and with men, and has prevailed. Okay, and we know that Jacob is the former of all things. Okay, so going back here to Psalms 147 and verse 19, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Same person, same set of people. Okay, same set of people. All right, he had not dealt so with any nation. Okay, he had not dealt so with any nation. So you so-called Christians and you pastors them and talking fool about that there's only one God and He's for all. You know how people go. The God of all. All people could come to Him and ask for repentance. All people could come to Him and ask for forgiveness. Well, the scripture said clearly He had not dealt so with any nation other than Israel. Okay, oh, I tell you. All right. As for His judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Okay. So let's go right here. Okay, the Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Okay, Akim, you all know these precepts. Okay. Shalom Akyao Basham Yahushai Basham Kodash Barakata. Alright, that's the end of an age. Shalom. Okay. We can shoot at Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Okay. Here, O Israel, Yahweh, our power is one power. Okay. Alright, so Shema Yasharahla, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Hakad. Okay, here, this word, Israel, you Native American, Indians, Latinos, and Negroes, and Israelites who are scattered through the four winds. This word is only for you. Okay, the Most High is only dealing with the nation of Israel, starting with His elect. Okay, only the elect is going to be saved out of it. Okay, all these things you see happening, all these plagues and viruses and all these other stuff, famine is basically on its way. Okay, only the elect is going to be saved out of it. All right, and this ain't nothing. You will not understand it unless the Most High open up your understanding. Okay, you don't have to be smart. All right. So let's show you the Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power had chosen thee, Israel. Okay, nobody else, to be a special people unto Himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's the cut right there. That's Pastor Park Chop, Deacon Bacon, and Reverend Ham. Okay, showing you that the Most High only dealing with one set of people. Okay, and what's so hard with you understanding that you could read it and see it, but yet again, if the Most High don't open up your understanding, you will never get it. That's why He's saying you're strong delusion. All right, let's get we can go to First Chronicles. Okay, let's get some more on that. First Chronicles chapter 17 and 21. Okay, and this is Solomon. Salak, this is David. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people Israel? Okay, showing you the Lord only dealing with the nation of Israel. Okay, and you can't if you can't understand it, then guess what it ain't for you. All right, and you heathens. Okay, the name of the Lord is dreadful among y'all. All right. So guess what? If you are a heathen and you're watching this, okay, you could stay tuned, listen to your judgment, or swipe left and move along. All right. Okay. This is First Chronicles 17 and 21. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people Israel, whom the Most High went to redeem, to be His own people. You see that? To be His own people. Alright? To make a name of greatness and terribleness by driving out nations from before thy people, whom thou hast redeemed out of Egypt. The Israelites. Okay? The Israelites. Okay, the Most High redeemed out of the nation of Israel. I mean, out of Egypt, out of house of bondage, out of Mishraim. Okay, lower and upper Mishraim, speaking about Egypt. And ask these dumb faggot Christians if they know what is Mishraim. They can't even tell you. Okay, so yeah, so going back here to Psalms 147 and verse 20, he had not dealt so with any nation, no other people, but the nation of Israel. Yasharahla, princes of the power. Okay? So, didn't the Most High say, you only have I known? The water Yeramir Kabah, for that precept, Amos 3 and 2. Okay, that was one of my lineup. Okay, let me get that real quick. But I'm going to take it from verse 1. Alright. Hear this word, Shemai. Okay, Shemai means here. This word that Yahweh had spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt. The Most High only brought one people out of the land of Egypt and had them in the wilderness. Okay. Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Okay. So the Most High is saying, like, you use the only set of people in this world I brought out of Egypt and put his name thereby in. Okay. Alright. You know, Isaiah 45 and 4, for Jacob my servant's sake and Israel mine elect, I have even called thy name, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. God. Okay. And you have these faggot Christians of our people, the Israelites, they don't know the Lord. Okay. They know Jesus. Hell, they don't even know flicking Jesus. Alright. Because what Jesus say, like, yeah, if you love me, keep my commandments. You think they keeping that? Alright, surely they don't know the Lord. Because why they say the Old Testament is done away with. So how the hell he could come and save his people from their sins and kill himself, half of him. Okay? Because you have the Old Testament and you have the New Testament. Basically, New Testament means to testify of the Old. Okay? So that means he come to kill himself for nothing. Okay? Or be killed for nothing. You see how these dumb faggot Christians don't understand this word? But yet they'll go back there in the Old Testament and say, oh, you got to bring tithes. You got to pay the Lord 10% of your wages. You see? But the Lord only dealing with one set of people. Okay? And guess what? You don't have to be smart to understand that. Can't, brother, that's confusion. You know? You don't have to be a pain in the ass to understand this word. Because that's what smart means. Do the etymology of it. Alright? So let's go to idea the second address, chapter 3. I can take it at verse 29. This is the address. Okay. Say, for when I came thither and had seen impurities, impieties without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 30th year, so that my heart faileth me. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning. Basically, thou sparest them sinning. Okay? And has spared wicked doers. You see that? And has destroyed thy people. So but they're just saying, like, the Most High, he spared those wicked people who he didn't choose. for doing all kind of wickedness. But their own people, the Israelites, okay, he basically chastised and kill off. Okay? And has preserved thine enemies and has not signified it. You see? Verse 31, I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? This is what Ezra is asking the Most High. Those evildoers, those wicked people, these other nations, are they better than your people who you chose to be a special people unto you? Over all them, are they better than us? It ain't too hard, it ain't hard to understand. It's right there in the book. You simple jakes, you simple people. Now all y'all who talking about, y'all ain't no Christians, but yet doing everything what the Christians believe in, or doing everything what the Christians do, then what you think that make you? Okay? Say, I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? That's the question. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Going back to the Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the people. Therefore I punish you for all your sins. Okay? Because the Most High, he established a law in Israel, in Jacob. Okay? And a law in Israel. Alright? Verse 32 again. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Or what generation had so believed thy covenant as Israel? So all he's saying, like, what nation other than Israel the Lord had made with these other nations? What nation? What other set of people the Most High had made a covenant with them? Okay? But the Christians say, you got to be a spiritual Israelite. You see? If you're lying and go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, then you ain't no Israelite. Okay? You are a heathen. Okay? Verse 33. And yet their reward appeareth not. You see that? For all their wickedness, the Most High spared them. And their labor had no fruit, for I have gone there and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. You see? When you look at Esau today, the so-called white man, when we growing up, every white person, so-called white person we thought was rich. We thought they had better than us. You know, even before I came into this truth, I thought that these people were better than us. You see, because every time you see them, they always on vacation. They always living it up. You know what I mean? Having a good time, but why we can't have a good time? This is what Andrews is basically saying too. You mean to tell me these heathens who you didn't choose living better than me? You know? But guess what? See, the Lord punish. When he punish, he don't punish just that one person. He punished the whole nation. Okay? Remember Achan in the book of Joshua? Okay? When he take off the curse thing, the Lord punished the whole nation for one man. You see? Alright? Let me read 33 again. And yet their reward appeared not, and their labor had no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Look at the white man today, the so-called white man. Y'all look around. Look at the Chinese. Look at the Japanese. Look at them Arabs. Look at India. Okay? Flourish. them Arabs, which goes back to Ishmael, they're still living in their blessing as it is today. But look at the children of Israel. Not them crackers in our land today. Okay, because if we was in our land, we would have no more war. We wouldn't have no plague today. You know, this earth would have been in peace. We would have been on top. We would have been ruling. We wouldn't even fucking be on the highways and byways. Because every Israelite would know the truth. You see? And this is something, if you can't get this, then the Lord ain't dealing with you. The Lord didn't give you that understanding. Okay? You ought to like eat flicking pork chop anyhow. You know? And all these abominable foods. Okay? For his 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world. Okay, the other nations. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Okay, the Israelites. Okay, Yasharahla, princes of the power. The Lord tells us to go on highways and byways and compel them to come in. Okay, you see the Hebrew Israelite camps out on the highways and byways, right? We being scoffed at, we being mocked, we being laughed at, we being called all kinds of stuff. We being made a spectacle, put on the exhibit, you know, all this, and the people them laugh. You see, but it's the Spirit of the Lord which tell us to go there. We are commanded to do that. You see. All right. You want me to post Isaiah 43:1. But now thus said Yahweh that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee, and I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine, God. Okay. But what part of that these Christians don't understand? What part of that Pastor Pork Chop, Deacon Bacon, and Reverend Arm, they don't understand? But they still seeing that a Chinese could be saved or become into this thing. Them Jehovah's Witness saying God is for all. You know, I remember me and the brother Bashar, we out on the highways and byways rebuking an Edomite. But before we rebuked this Edomite, we had a good amount of people in front of us, you know, listening and saying that's right and amen and all that garbage, you know. And then guess what? So does Esau come. Esau heard his judgment, he turned red. And he started saying, I mean, that up there, there ain't no God up there. Then he look and say, man, after there ain't no God up there. Then all the jakes around us, it's like when they see Massa, boy, everything changed. You know, God died for the whole world. God died for the whole world. I know what y'all talking about. These are the same people who was hearing us and saying, that's right. As soon as they see Massa, God died for the whole world. You know? I said, boy, surely the Lord is going to slew 2/3 of his people, as he said in Zechariah 13:8. Okay? Alright, for 34 again. Weigh thou therefore in our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, where everybody on in the balance. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? You see that? All them there in wickedness. Okay. Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Going back to Psalms 147, okay, and Salah. Going back to Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Okay, So these other nations, they don't know the Most High's judgment. Okay, that's why they could do whatever they want to do. Okay, but guess what? In that day, the Lord is of them reserved, okay, to be put to death. Remember now, though hand join in hand, but the wicked shall not go unpunished. Okay? Verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by thy name had kept thy precept, but not the heathens. What's so hard but that to understand? You see? But once again, if the Most High ain't dealing with you, you ain't gonna get it. Okay? Come on, brother. James 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Okay? Alright? So, that's our people right there. 1 minute they say, yeah, you right, preach. Next minute, they see Massa. Why all that gone? That gone out of them. Even Yahushua said, with the parables, with the stony grounds and the rich soil and all that. Okay? When one hearing this word, he's saying, yeah, boy, this true. Man, you so right. Then the next one come right here and flick and shout that word right out of you. Okay? Alright? But you know, the Most High dealing with one set of people. Okay? And that's the nation of Israel. Not everybody. Okay? And the remnant is going to be saved. Okay? His elect. Alright? So guess what? If they don't believe it, then that's their business. We will continue to do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Not the will of man. We ain't stupid. We ain't crazy. We ain't simple. Okay? We ain't gonna let no flicking pastor, faggot pastors. We ain't gonna let these false prophets, that false prophets consist of your governments, your radio talk show hosts, your inspirational speakers in this world, your teachers, your doctors, your lawyers, okay, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, telling you, but take this thing. All of them is false prophets. Okay? They want you to get juiced up. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas, he had a speech last night, and all on his tongue is, please take the juice. He looked like he wanted to cry and all. Let's work together. And please, get juiced up. That's what he's saying. He ringing that bell. Let's be our brothers' keepers. You know, do it for Jesus. You know they like flicking Jesus. They love Esau. You know, but once again, all right. If the Most High ain't open up your understanding and get this, guess what? You ain't gonna get it. All right. Now he quoted. He said that you strong delusion. Okay. Let me just get that. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11. And for this cause the Most High send them strong. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Oh, the juice is gonna make you better. And that's the next thing. They put their trust in man, which cannot save you. They put a trust in their false God, but cannot save them. That's why the Most High say, go and cry out to your gods. Let them save you. You know? That they all might be damned. That they all might be cursed. Who believe not in the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. That's the unrighteous thing to let somebody juke you in your arm. That's the unrighteous thing. Okay? The Lord tell you not to take that juice. Okay, going back to 1 Corinthians 3 and 16 and 17. You take it, you can die. That plain and that simple. Okay? The brother Yasharahla post. Shalom, Akwat yum on the comment board. Okay, I came on the comment board. Okay, we have your the brother Yashawamba from our camp. Okay, Jeremiah 8:9. The wise men are ashamed, they are dismayed and taken. Lo, they have rejected the word of Yahweh, and what wisdom is in them? Can. Okay, they reject this word. And they see us out on highways and byways. Alright? But this word isn't in their hearts. They ain't thinking about it. They all they think about is getting juiced up. They don't know that they are the Most High's chosen people. Okay? The Most High have them in that sleep anyhow. Okay? Romans 16 and 18. For they that are such serve not our Yahushai. Okay, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushai and Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Can. And that's what they're doing daily. You know, daily that's what they're doing. Okay? Not knowing the truth. Okay? You know what I mean? The Most High say, don't even pray for them juiced up. That's it, brother. The Most High there, don't pray for them. You know? Let them go cry unto their gods. Okay? And when you see all they taking this thing, serving other gods by doing so. Okay? Bringing other gods into this thing. Bringing other heathens into the flock. Okay? And it's clearly this is a thing from the heathens. Okay? But the Most High do it so that His will may be fulfilled. Alright? Now, let me go to this last precept, this closing precept. Okay? This is Romans chapter 3 and 1. What advantage then had the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of the Most High. Going back to Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, and the statutes and judgment unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nations. Okay? So, if you forget pastors, and you other people who believe in these pastors, okay, then guess what? This is for you, right here. Verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yahweh forbid. Let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Alright? So the Most High ain't dealing with everybody. Okay? He ain't dealing with everybody. He only dealing with one set of people. Okay? And that's the nation of Israel. Yasharahla, princess of the power. Okay? We all on highways and byways, letting our people them know that they are the children of Israel. They are the children of the Most High, the supreme being. Okay, letting them know that his name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahushai. That we are special, a special people above all these other flicking heathens. But they look at us like we crazy and say, what you talking about? You know? I get say, man, I say Israelite. I'm born in Israel, you know, Jay, go simple. I'm born in Israel. I don't know them people over there. I from there. I say Bahamian. I say Jamaican. I say Haitian. I say American. You see? See the ignorance of our people. They will not say like, well, how am I an Israelite? They will never ask us those questions. How I get a child of God? How I get to be His chosen? How I special above all them? They ain't gonna ask us these questions. You see? Because it ain't in them the ask. You see? So yeah, man. Okay, once again, you don't have to be smart to understand this truth. Okay? If the Most High is haven't given this understanding to you, well, guess what? Chances are you ain't gonna get it. All right. That's why you see Pastor Park Chop them is tell us close the Bible, and speak from this heart in your chest with pumping blood. That's what they say. Speak from this. They didn't say speak from this now. They say speak from this. You see? So yeah, man. So with that, okay, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Makar Kodash, Barakate Yahweh, Barakate Yahweh Shai. Alright. Shalom Akim Akwatyum, Wabanyam on the common board. Okay. Shalom until the next time. Shalom.